Yo, I'm at South Park right now at work. The building on fire and I can't get out. It's getting harder and harder for them to see us. We're gonna have to stand out here, man, so you can see. The building on fire, I'm trapped inside, me and my man. Ah! Help! Ah! Yo, this building is on fire. I'm at work. Somebody send help. We're at South Park.
Overnight, firefighters in North Carolina scouring the charred remnants of this construction site, searching for victims after a deadly fire tore through the 7-story building.
I saw the building in flames and coming down, so, it's scary.
The fire breaking out yesterday when a machine on the second floor ignited.
It collapsed.
Workers tried to contain the flames, but the partially completed apartment complex was quickly engulfed, forcing nearly 100 workers to run for safety.
They start getting out. They start screaming, get out, because the building's on fire.
The inferno moving so quickly, this crane operator did not have time to escape. The man trapped high above the building for nearly 2 hours before he was finally rescued.
When you're up 6 floors above a burning building, you're right in the middle of the chaos, and you're seeing helicopters fly over and nobody's coming to rescue you. I'm sure his life probably literally flashed before his eyes. What's going to happen to me?
Firefighters pulled more than a dozen people from the building, but at least one construction worker remained unaccounted for overnight. And the family of 30-year-old DeMonte Sherrill, a construction worker at the site, says his company called them to inform them that he did not survive. Sherrill's mother watching his final moments play out on Facebook Live.
I was hoping, but just from the live and the way the room filled up with smoke, I didn't see it being any hope. A loving father, caring person, and he just wanted to be with his children.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ar-Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Just want to go into a lesson which is based upon this video and news clip that you seen before the video started, which was of this, this Jake. I guess he was working on a construction site, and it ended up going up in flames. He was caught in it. He wasn't able to immediately get out, and his first response, or his first, initial thought was to go live on Facebook, and give a cry out to, the people that he knew, family members or followers or whatnot, in the hopes that maybe they could notify the first responders as to, where his whereabouts was, so, he can get saved, And my first thought was, hey, I would have, started praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Okay. This, what he was in was basically, it was a time of trouble. It was a time of affliction. Okay. And instead of, relying on, these first responders who may or may not, show up, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he does have the power to deliver you from that situation. And these are the kind of situations that we're going to find ourselves in. Not this, particular situation is going to be, you might be trapped into in a burning building with no place to escape. There's no exit. It might not necessarily be this particular situation. You trapped in a burning building, but we are going to find ourselves in, precarious situations, man. Which, when you look that word precarious up in the dictionary, the definition is, dangerously lacking in security or stability. And that man's security was completely gone because he knew in his mind there was no way out. His only, hope was that the first responders come in there and save him. You know, it says subject to chance or unknown conditions. You know, so basically his fate was up in the air. You know, or maybe, well, if I can, you know, have somebody hear me, or, you know, somebody out there can, you know, maybe identify, you know, to the first responders where I'm at, that maybe, you know, I can get out of this situation. All right. It says based on uncertain, unwarranted, or unproven premises. You know, so his pretty much the last ditch effort was to go, you know, live. Maybe that could help, because, you know, all other options have been exhausted. Okay. And, you know, when all hell is breaking loose out here, man, that's pretty much the same stance that we're going to be, or the same situation that we're going to be in. You know, there's no way out. All right. The only way out is, you know, for you to side with, you know, Esau, Edom. All right. But the option that man did not see, or did not, you know, acknowledge, or wasn't aware of, was, you know, the option of calling on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, the Most High is always there. All right. This is Sirach 2:7. It says, "Ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, wait for his mercy." Okay. So you know, if you in that situation, which we're gonna find ourselves in situations like this, okay, to where, you know, it seems like there's no way out. You know, there's only one move to make. You know, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is always there. Okay, and we have to remember that, man. It says, "Ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall." Okay, and go not aside from what? Go not aside from the way that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai revealed unto us, man. Okay, it says, "Ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, believe him." Okay, so that should be our first go-to. Okay, our first option, the first thought that should come to our mind when we find ourselves in a situation like this. Okay, is call on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, beg him for mercy, man. Okay. It says, "Ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, believe him, and your reward shall not fail." Okay. "Ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and was confounded?" That should be a faith booster. Okay, so when we find ourselves in these situations, you know, our situations similar to this, to where there's, you know, it seems like there's no way out. The way out is calling on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The Heavenly Father could have delivered that man, you know. And according to the news report, he's the only one that got put to death. All right. But see, if he would have called on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, if he was a servant of the Heavenly Father could have got him up out of that situation unscathed. Okay, and don't say it ain't possible, because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai did it for Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael. Okay, so it's nothing for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to get you up out of a precarious situation. Okay, any situation where you find yourself in that seems like it's uncertain, you know, or there's no way out, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is always your option, man. Okay, he's always there. It says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?" The answer to that is no. Okay, it says, "Or whom did he ever despise? Yeah, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?" Okay, and us, you know, doing the right thing in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, why is he going to despise us when we call upon him and ask him for help? Okay, we're doing the things that he told us to do. So why wouldn't he, you know, reciprocate? All right. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is full of compassion and mercy." Okay, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. That's what, you know, what this man was in. He was in the time of affliction. Okay, that fire was raging. You know, all exits pretty much were blocked. You know, so his only option in his mind was to, you know, get on live and maybe, you know, seek help that way, you know, or scream, you know, at the top of his lungs to, you know, the rest of the people that was out there, that maybe they could identify where he was at and he can be delivered. You know, but when you in a situation like that, you call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai will deliver you, man. And you best believe we're going to find ourselves in positions like this, man, to where it seemed like there's no way out. And the only way out is death, which, you know, that's what ended up happening to this individual, you know. But there's always another option. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is always, you know, that option, man. Okay, he's always there. We are to call upon him in a time of affliction. We find ourselves in precarious situations. We're supposed to call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Psalms 91:1. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Okay, and that shadow represents what? Protection. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai protects his servants, man. It says, I will say of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. And we are to put our 100% trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, because there's nothing outside of the realm of possibility for the Heavenly Father. So while we might find ourselves in seemingly impossible situations to get out of, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's always the answer. Okay? He always has a way to get you up out of it, man, regardless of, you know, what it seems like from our perspective. It says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. The snare of the fowler is going into, you know, when Esau makes his move, man. Okay, which that in itself is a precarious situation. You know, we don't have the power on our own to get up out of a situation like that, man. How you gonna stop a flood of troops coming for you? It says he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Okay, which the noisome pestilence goes into the ICBMs. How you gonna get up out of that situation? It's impossible for you to, you know, get up out of that unless you call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, unless Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai protects you from that situation. Okay. It says he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And that's the beginning of our protection, man. This truth, okay, which is what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Understanding the things that please the Heavenly Father. Okay, that's our offense and our defense, man. Okay, because when something happens, this truth is what protects us. Okay, whether it be on the offense, you know, which is us being able to make the proper decisions. Okay, when we find ourselves in certain situations and, you know, we don't end up defiling ourselves and being, you know, doing the things that piss off the Heavenly Father. Okay, and on the defensive end, we can call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for protection. All right. It says his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Okay, which this, you know, example right here is perfect, you know, for this lesson, man, because he was surrounded by destruction. He ended up eventually being destroyed. Okay. But as for the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the Most High said he's going to protect us from that, man. Okay. So the first thing that we should do is begin to call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and beg him for mercy. Ask him to deliver us from the situation, you know, because you really can't rely on nobody else outside the Heavenly Father, man. Okay. It says 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Okay, because the reason why these things are going to come down here upon the earth, you know, those troops, okay, you know, the armies that's going to flood, you know, these different cities, okay, the pestilence, the destruction, okay, the reason why these things are taking place is for the wicked, man. Okay, as it states in was it 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, the Most High have not appointed unto us wrath. Okay, so we supposed to call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, so he can deliver us. All right. It says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee. And we got to believe this, man. We got to 100% believe this. Okay, when we find ourselves in situations like this, you know, when all hell's breaking loose out here, okay, when it seems like there's the only option is death, and that death can come by way of either you actually, you know, getting, you know, killed, or you siding with Esau Edom. All right, there's always another way, man. Okay, and that's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, there shall no evil befall thee. Okay, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So we got to have this in our mind. Okay, these things are taking place. First of all, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to test you. Okay, so we don't go through certain things as a test, but it's not for our destruction. We got to keep that in our mind, man. Okay, because there ain't no other way out. Just like this man, you know, there was no other way out for him. Okay, and his option was to, you know, rely on something else. And look what happened to him. You know, he's no longer here. Okay, but if he was a servant of the Heavenly Father, he was doing the things that pleased Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And instead of going live, he, you know, got down and started praying to the Heavenly Father. He would have been delivered, you know. It says, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. And that was a thing that popped in my mind. You know, when I was looking at the video, you know, if he would have got down, you know, started praying to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, it's nothing for the Heavenly Father to send the angel down there and lead them through that fire, man. You know, and he come out, you know, unscathed, you know. But see, that's where the trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai comes in. Okay. It says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, and they shall keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder and the young lion, and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me. And what is love? Following the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So us as the servants of the Heavenly Father, we got another option that these people out here don't, man. Okay, we can call on the Heavenly Father, and we are supposed to call on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in the time of affliction. Okay, just like we read in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the Most High saves from the time of affliction. Okay, so why would you go to any outside source? You know, leaving it up to chance. Okay, with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, there ain't no chance, man. It says, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Okay, and what comes with knowing the name of the Heavenly Father? You know the characteristics of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You're acquainted with him. You know what he likes and what he dislikes. Okay, and we know what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai likes and dislikes. The Heavenly Father loves righteousness. He hates wickedness. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to do the things that please him. We're going to execute righteousness down here to the best of our ability. It says, he shall call upon me and I will answer him. Okay, I will be with him in trouble. All right, I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Okay, that's one of the main points, man. In a time of trouble, we are to call on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, well, that's our only option. Okay, because he is the only one that can deliver us from these situations that we're going to find ourselves in. And he's the only one that's going to have that 100% success rate. Any other avenue that we go down is uncertain, you know. So I just wanted to go into that. You know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai willing. It was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Shalom.